Welcome to Sports Talk with Dr. Ronima Silela. We are highly honored today to have in our midst, as our guest today, once again, a legend of South African football. Today we're looking at the goalkeeping department. We are having one of the greatest goalkeepers to come out of South Africa. We are having a legend here, one of the greatest goalkeepers of the 70s, in the form of Mr. Langa, also known as Loving Arms. A legend of Moroka Swallows, a legend of South African football. We are honored to be having here. Babulanga, siyabingelela, siyabumukela ohlelweni.
Okay, Dr. You're welcome.
Can you just tell us briefly, Babulanga, with you, who is Loving Arms? You are known as Loving Arms. We will come to the name, but you are Mr. Enoch Langa. Tell us more about, very briefly, about your background, where you come from, and how you got involved in football.
Okay, thanks, Doctor. It all started in 1973. It's when that is strike Makato Ezalekaya Azunga Proja until Bazadibam. They were playing against African Wanderers at Durban. I went there at Durban. Well, I performed very good. We lost that game up, I think it's 3-2.
Sorry, what team were you playing for at the time?
At the time, I was playing for Young Leopard, in a team from Dipluf amateur side. From there, that strike was owning Moroka Babes. I played for Babes from September 73 until the following year, 74. After that, I was bought by Moroka Swallows Limited. And you'll be surprised, Doctor. At that time, our players' transfer fee, it was 300 rand. And Swallows was the first team breaker e-bank at that time. Mm-hmm. When I was bought from Swallow Babes, I was bought for 3,000.
That was a lot of money then.
Yeah, it was a lot of money then.
So now let us let for the sake of our viewers and our listeners who may not know, during those days there was Moroka Swallows Babes, and there was Moroka Swallows Big 15, and Big 15, Moroka Swallows Big 15 later became Moroka Swallows Limited. Yes. Yeah. So you moved from Moroka Swallows Babes
to Moroka
Swallows Big 15.
Moroka Swallows Limited.
Limited, yes, yeah. Yes.
Yeah. After that, I played for Swallows Limited from 75.
You arrive now for 75.
75.
You are now a new goalkeeper.
Yeah. From I took
Moroka Swallows Limited.
I took over from Welcome Star Black Chama. May his soul rest in peace, because he's late now. And in that game, if I can recall, Gatle, Chomosono scored the fastest goal in history of football within a minute, because Taplek was busy
fixing the
net. And Ujomo, because unomkondo sharp kakhulu wabona ukuthi no Taplek is out of position, from the center it was a goal. After that, Paris came back, they scored another goal. It was 2-0. After interval, I did replace Taplek. After that, I never looked back.
Now, okay, let us very briefly now talking about that fastest goal, and let us remind our viewers and our listeners, we're talking here about the original derby. This is now Orlando Pirates versus Moroka Swallows. This is the game that used to fill Orlando Stadium, where thousands and thousands of people would fill the stadium. By 10 o'clock, it's already full.
Definitely.
Now, here is Star Black Jama, the goalkeeper of Swallows. He's still fiddling with the net. He saw something wrong in the net, and he's trying to uzamulungisa net.
Uzamulungisa net.
In good faith. And ureferee ngapha ushaya impembe ukuthi lasuka lahlala. And uJomo uyakubona lokho.
Yeah.
Ubamba ibhola uthumele epalini. And then the poor goalkeeper, and you were the reserve goalkeeper.
Yeah, I was on the bench that time.
And then welcome Jama. Was the goalkeeper for the day.
For the day.
So that thing really, it put him off.
Put him off, yeah. I was total out of the game after that.
Then you took over.
I considered another goal. I took over.
Yeah.
After that, we lost that game 2-0.
Jomo Sono scoring, Orlando Pirates scoring 2 goals. The first goal being Jomo Sono.
Jomo Sono.
Yeah.
We lost that game up for about 2-0. After that, I never looked back. I took over from Starplague. From 75, I played the whole season. 76, I played the whole season. 77, I didn't have a reserve keeper, if I can recall that. Because Starplague were bengasezi emagemini, bengisengiyi-1 manje. And there was a time besidlala Real Hearts.
Okay, Welcome Real Hearts.
Real Hearts, yeah.
Yes, I remember Welcome Real Hearts.
Yeah, Zambia.
Yes.
On the stadium. And my grandfather was late.
Okay.
I went to him, he said, Lukuzane, after logo, Langbuye umngcwabo lethambo uphuma ngobo 12, if you remember.
Uphuma ngobo
2.
Yes.
2.
Yeah.
I asked my mama man, umngcwabo uphuma late bengicela ukudlala i-ground because asina reserve goalkeeper. Mama wathi okay, hambe emngcwabeni ke. Hamba udlala yabona, it was 1 o'clock. Abambe taxi. La ngifika Orlando Stadium. Ngathola kuvimba John Makuba. Special. In fact, Bune reserve goalkeeper enye babalanda eGrobesdal. I considered 3 goals. Namfika kuJohn bakora another goal. Before interval the game be trailing 4-0.
Okay, let's just put things into perspective. You had a funeral, you had a bereavement in the family.
Yeah.
Your grandfather, is it
Yeah, grandfather.
Your grandfather passed on.
Yeah.
The funeral is in Tembisa.
Yeah.
So, and on that very same day, you have a game. After the funeral, your parents gave you permission to go to the game.
I left before.
Oh, you left before the funeral was over. You arrived at Orlando Stadium where the game was proceeding.
And we're trailing 4-0.
And you're trailing 4-0 because an infield player in the form of John Special Makubu was he was your striker.
He was a striker.
John Special was your striker, but then he was in the post.
Was in the post that day.
Yes, and then take it from there, Babulang.
We lost the game 4-2. We came back. Before interval, it was 4-0.
Before interval, it was 4-0.
4-0, yeah.
Now, what happened? Did you take over at halftime?
I took over.
Did you take over from John Special Makubu?
Yeah, Makubu.
Now, John Special Makubu, did he change from being a goalkeeper to go and take his position as a striker?
No, I did replace him.
Or you just replaced him?
Okay. Because we did, John replaced my reserve keeper.
Yeah.
Because they did fetch a guy from Robert.
Yes,
and he conceded 3 goals. John was so angry, he took over from the goalkeeper.
Oh, okay.
When I came back from the funeral, I found out, we were trailing 4-0.
Yeah.
I took over from John.
Okay.
We lost the game 4-2. And my supporters, that guy, if I don't remember, Bogo Peter.
Yeah.
Bamshai.
The one from Roblesdal.
From Esdal. In the Plum Bamshai.
It was how that's how passionate people were about.
Bamshai, the poor guy, and he never came back. Yeah, man. In the Plum okay.
And you lost that game. Tell us about the great players we were playing who were in that lineup. If it was 1974, you are saying, did you German Katakunene, Buk Makwati, Shade Mtunzi Kota, Blessing Kilamgate had already moved to Orlando Pirates. Swing Kalima Sike. Tell us about the great players that were on the field that particular day.
Those
that particular
time we had player Bafana Novo. It was John Makubu.
John Special Makubu.
Lazarus Ntlego, may his soul rest in peace.
Lazarus was a defender.
Yes. KK
Linswani.
Yeah.
He was still very young because...
He was still very young.
Yeah. Father
Mposho, may his soul rest in peace, is late now.
German Carter?
No, he was not there.
German Carter was no longer there.
Was no longer there.
Tunzi Kota?
Was no longer there.
Buk,
he was playing for Chiefs that time.
Okay.
And we have both George Kobe.
Norman George Kobe.
Norman Machetla.
Goal Power Machetla. Good, yeah.
Labumo Mabaso. Super Mufuking.
Now tell us, now you are now the goalkeeper. Tell us about your back four. Which is the back four that gave you confidence that Umangdlala with his defenders? Umangdlala with his defenders, I know that I'm covered. I know that I'm going to have, a very good game.
Okay, on the right, we'll be having Lazarus Ntlego. Shadow, Junior Shadow.
Yeah.
Back two, in the middle, will be Super Mufuking, George Kobe. Left back, James
Aglala Mapena, yes.
Those are my big four.
Yeah. Now, Babulanga, you are known as Loving Arms. Do you know whence the name? Do you know Gutileli Kamawaltola Ganjani? Because you belong to a string of good goalkeepers. Swallows had good goalkeepers, and you come from a generation of good goalkeepers. Because remember, during those days, for those who do not know, we're talking about the big teams in South Africa at the time, Orlando Pirates, Moroka Swallows, and all the other big teams. Chiefs just came into the picture. And, now you are a goalkeeper of one of the biggest teams in the country. And you're taking over from a string of good goalkeepers, Jimmy Penn. You're taking over from the very same welcome star Black Jama, Junior Penn. And they wouldn't just take any person to be a goalkeeper. It took a person who really knows his stuff, to become a goalkeeper during those difficult games, during those difficult times. How difficult was it to be a goalkeeper?
Hey, Doctor, it was difficult. Because during those times, ngibona manje nje, unama goalkeeper coach. During that time, bona goalkeeper coach. Just for talent. Even if we're training, bona I'm just trainer till I'm a goalkeeper. So. The only first time ngazi ukuthi goalkeeper aya trainwa is the great Mario Tuwane. If you can recall, that time Mario Tuwane ebe koja Ilusitano. They used to play on Friday because we NFL bidlala ma weekend.
That is before all the leagues came together. Yeah.
Tina, they used to call us blacks.
Yeah.
Bidlala ma weekend.
All right.
Mario Bekoja Matima too. It was Swallows and Lusitano.
Yeah.
And that time I was with goalkeeper year trainer. Now was Mario Tuwane.
So with Mario Tuwane was the first time when you were a goalkeeper. But then before then, you mean now you are a goalkeeper. you here's the coach. The coach has selected the 11 players of the day, and you are all there in the dressing room. So he's addressing the team, and he's telling the team how to play, how to position themselves. Was there a different briefing for you as the goalkeeper? Okay, now ngikhuluma nawe ke manje goalkeeper. When your duties is to do 1, 2, 3, or was it just one teaching, one briefing for the entire team, including the goalkeeper, before Mario Tuani?
We never ngathi maybe ngathi bas teacher if it was a team talk.
Yeah, during the team talk.
Yeah, but just net.
You never got anything different.
No advice.
Yeah.
No advice.
Okay, and then during training, anything during training, okay now, I knew for a fact you had to wake up in the morning, go to work, come back to training in the evening. What kind of training was there for a goalkeeper? Was there any special training, or both train in general like any other person?
Between another person.
Yeah.
But Bangas teach. That's why
it was pure talent.
It was pure talent. You know, we knows when I'm a mistake wins away. You know, when I'm a corner kick, you must think about no corner kick we enter so. You know, this one the first time bank teacher would equal keepers is Mario Tuani.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
What difference did he make, Mario Tuani? What is it that surprised you about when, or that you learned from Mario Tuani?
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot. Utama reflexes.
Yeah.
How to fix the ball. What Mario Benga to fix the ball.
Yeah.
I know you must palm it.
Finally shine
a palm. And because once you fist, sometimes police are so let
yeah.
Sorry, but if you use a under song, this is a profit.
Yeah.
You must just palm
you just palm it away.
Yeah, well, this one most of could keep a manch.
Yeah.
They always palm it. Yeah, well.
Now still talking about the goalkeeping. How did you get the name? I'm by the way, Pisingagatuli answer up. When you are Loving Arms, and the guy before you was Welcome Star Black Jarman, then we had Junior Ben and we had Jimmy Ben. How did you get this name? If
you know, Dr. Criminal before
the
recording. If you are
oh, okay, he will know.
Who's a Mr.
Oh, how you got his name?
Mr. Ko, today I should am a player today.
Yeah.
Mabiza Makam and Yebong.
Ubizi register your school.
Yabon attack Abaneva Makam. In got Zet.
Yeah.
You support us.
Yeah.
But ma Ikama support no. Jangama, Shkolabay about whichever hit.
Yeah.
You remember? I should be doing about July handicap.
Yes.
12 players what so whichever hit. Yeah, what is John?
Yeah.
Yeah, but music man.
About music man, yes.
Yeah, what is John? The Kamalid was a era that time good to be grey.
The to be grey to Loving Arms.
Loving Arms.
Yes, I remember.
Boogie he looks like he hit at that time. My supporter sang near the Kamalel, but no, Loving Arms.
Because Toby Gray's Loving Arms was a hit at the time. So now they associated you.
Yeah, but this land is not turned.
Ngoba uyalibamba ibhola i-team iyawina bese kuba nothando.
Yeah, langihlala lapho le Kamalel okay. Even today basangibiza Loving Arms.
Now talking about goalkeepers, we will come to the toughest games that you had. Now, goalkeeping is a very special department on the field. Ngoba manje, you know, I'm here. I'm looking at Abu Peter Czech, people who owashaisana Nepali, you know, walimalekanda. Goalkeeping is a very unique. It's a very unique umsebenzi unique owenziwayo, you know, on the field. Ongafani nomsebenzi owenziwa abanye abantu. You can become a hero within a minute. You can become a villain within a minute. You can get a very bad injury. Now, can you tell us about some of your memorable games as a goalkeeper, where You saved the team out of trouble.
Hey, there are many, Doc.
There are many.
There are many.
Yeah.
There are many. But a special one, there was a time 4 big teams.
Yeah.
They wanted to walk away from National Football Professional Soccer League.
Mm-hmm.
It's Pubs, Swallows, Chiefs and Pirate.
Mm-hmm.
Kwenziwa top 4 Orlando Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
That time the general manager Bogu Roger Sich, if you remember that. This is a Pirate.
Swallows versus Pirates.
Pirate.
Yeah. What year was it? Okay, no, it's all right.
Yeah, but it was 74.
Okay.
75.
Yeah.
Yeah. We score a goal. We were leading 1-0. That game was so tough against Tina. If I can remember, I don't know how many shots in Wabamba that day. I don't know how many shots in Wabamba that day. Because after the game, Bogele big boy, Bojomo, Bo Webster, they came to me, Bambizal.
I congratulate you. You were congratulated after the game.
After the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, well. After logo, paper lathi mbukini.
Ngaleso sikhathi we had
the Sunday.
Yeah, no, we had the Sunday Times, we had the Rand Daily Mail, and we had the World.
It was a Sunday paper.
The Sunday paper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now my posters that time paper besithenga eLukhuzane eBahrain.
All right. Yeah.
When I went there, mbona ukuthi there's a new star is born.
A new star is born. That was the posters of the of the Sunday paper.
Sunday paper. Nangibheka igama lami was there. Ukuthi I'm a new star.
You are a new star was born, and that new star was yourself.
You know, nangibengena isikole eMadibane, nangifika eMadibane, everyone bekhuluma ngami.
You're still a student,
I was a student, yeah. Okay. I was a student.
Yeah.
I was a student. You know?
Okay.
Yeah. Wonke umuntu esikoleni was so proud ngami. Yebo into ezinjalo bamphathela phezulu well.
So you're a VIP now in school. How did the principal? How difficult was it for the teachers to handle a VIP now in school?
You know, hey, I was so young man. Hey, I feel like the whole week.
But you were on cloud 9.
Cloud 9.
The entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Whilst we are still talking about that, you say you do not know how many shots you stopped on that particular day. Now, to be a goalkeeper, you know, supporters want to see goals. You goalkeepers, you want to keep a clean sheet. I mean, a clean sheet. How difficult was it to keep a clean sheet when you had strikers in the form of Abu Jomo Sono, Abu Ace Nzwelengwe, Abu Chris Rolla Wendlovu, you know, Abu Mekro Masterpieces Muripe, and you are the goalkeeper, you Swallows, and you play against Pirates. There's Jomo Sono, there's Risco Sana, there's Blessing Kilamkiti. You play against Chiefs, you know, you have Ace, you have Maria, you have the most dangerous strikers, Abu Shaga Ngobo. You know, you play against Binoni United, there are the Joweni brothers and all those people, and you must stop them. How difficult was it? Loving arms. With those loving arms.
It was difficult. Because if I can tell you, system is manje.
Yeah.
It's so defensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, well. The system
was attacking.
It was attacking. It was 3 defenders, 2 middle, 5 strikers, Pambil.
And all those strikers come to you. They send all shots towards you in your direction.
You know.
Nanfaka matlaf.
No, it's matlaf into a manch. I can show you my photos, manch.
Yeah. Yeah, because when I came here, the first thing I looked at was your hands. I wanted to see if I was going to see anything suggestive of the fact that you are from a hard time.
Yeah, and the polar basi user. Not this ball, this is a plastic.
Yeah.
But it's cool.
Yeah.
But you'll feel it.
Yeah. Now it's heavy.
Sometimes you told him to lecture is silent. Told it is under joining. You
don't stop the game and say call a doctor.
You don't. After the game, told her
But then didn't you have a right to say to the coach, I've sustained an injury, look at my finger. Can you please call a doctor for me?
Today, you're going to massage man, what?
You didn't have those during the game.
We didn't have. Before your dad, when it was on the massage,
your own massage.
Your own massage. Whose massage?
Your own first aid kit.
Your own first aid kit.
But then at least you could tell the referee that Mr. Ref, can I please just bandage my hand?
No, Bumchelo, I bought what apart.
Yeah.
What he gave me on. If today ungabona izandla zaka Sparks, you'll be surprised. So, Moses put my joining. Put my joining.
Now, how did you survive then? Well, because we're doing the same
I was
job.
Lucky. I can say so. It's true.
Now then, was it possible then, with those kind of strikers, where teams were playing 3-3-5, with all those people attacking you, was it ever possible to maintain a clean sheet? Because the focus was people wanted goals.
In those days, football was goals.
Was goals. So you are telling us you had very few clean sheets. Were there times when you would stop all the goals and it would be Swallows this and the other team against Swallows nil, where you stopped almost everything?
If I can remember correctly, 1976. I did concede less goals.
You conceded less goals.
And
goals. That was an honor.
It was an honor.
To concede less goals.
Yeah, because I was next to consider my goals to Sparks.
Yeah, okay. So the honor at the time was to concede as few goals as possible.
Yeah.
But clean sheets, it was almost difficult with the kind of strikers we had. I remember because because there were great games. Tell us more about some of the great games that you played, Babula.
There are many, Doc. There are many. Because every game, it was tough.
Who was your staffed striker then? Who was your most feared? Who was this striker, Ebeniti Emmanuel Nabo? Then the previous night you would have nightmares. Who's the striker that gave you nightmares?
Most of the team. Today I'm going to strikers. I want to tell you guys, I'm going to strikers.
Okay, but during your time, can you mention a few?
You go to Chiefs.
Yeah.
Shugamgoy. If you remember,
yes, from Zimbabwe.
From Zim.
Yeah, from Zimbabwe.
We have Sech
Mudis, yes, I remember Sech Mudis.
Welcome, Zambia Matolo.
Zambia, yes.
Yek Pinoni, the horse Mukhosha.
And Kenneth the horse Mukhosha. Yeah. With Bank Black is
Junior Ngobe.
Junior Ngobe
was there.
Yeah.
Most of the team. Parents were Jomo. Jomo was tricky, and I can say angazi ngambaphatha kanjani. Yabona? Because manje akubona uzoshaka nini. Because both leagues.
What were you doing there? If now you are in the polls, you are there, the goalkeeper, and you see Jomo approaching, would you shout to your defenders, hey guys, help?
was so tricky. Was so tricky. Even that time, sometimes we said, okay, we're going to shadow marking.
Yeah, shadow
Kuthi
marking.
hamba naye.
Hamba naye la hamba khona.
Lamba khona hamba naye. Kodwa but uzombitha lo muntu loyo. Uyangithola? Uzombitha.
Ujomo ke lo.
Ujomo loyo.
Yeah.
Yabona. Coming to Ace was so cool.
Yeah.
Boya kumbona ukuthi uyenzani igame beyicontroller the whole game. Bephatha uye.
Bephatha uye.
Nafuna ibe fast,
Yeah.
iba fast.
Yeah.
Nafuna ibe slow, iba slow.
Yeah.
Uyepitolo uthola master.
Masterpieces Moroka, macro masterpieces.
Just as those legs
Yeah.
angeke ukuthi uzoshaya nini. Uyangithola? You go to Pinoni, the horse.
Yeah.
Uzathi asagijima tu uyashaya.
Yo, you don't know ukuthi
You don't know ukuthi
ushaya
ushaye nini. You know, this one those days strikers. Tolobo McDonald's re.
McDonald's kosan. Yeah.
Just as those are strikers. This one doctor angeke eze uyakubu search modis.
Yeah.
Hey, it's countless though.
But then, noma kunjalo, you tried your best.
You must always be alert.
Yeah. They did
Always
not always have things there where you stop some of those goals. You did stop some of them.
Some of them. But about time babes, I used to save a lot because basically not so strong.
Yeah.
Yabona usolo setisiphetanga miyambe kahle yabona.
Tell me about your most trusted over the years. Your most trusted defenders who made your life easy for yourself. Would get Mangala now with these guys? I know, there will be at least to stop Abojomo. At least all the strikers that you mentioned. They will be. They will just be minimized.
James Mapena was the best. George Hobe was the best. Super King was the best. Lazarus and Clevo, Shadow was the best. That big four was always, even today, Nyayarita. Nyayarita today.
Now, over the years, Abanye, this one still remain the best because people, abantu bengena befika.
Yeah. After Logo, we had Ox Mashang.
Yes, I remember Mashang.
Benatati nonsense.
Tell us about the derbies between the Swallows and Pirates during those days, and later also came Kaizer Chiefs.
Okay, when I came, Chiefs was there. Yeah,
it was already there.
Was already there.
Yeah.
From 71 was there.
And Pubs we're still there now. Pubs.
Pubs was there until my player Pubs Ayago Pirates.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then was Exalage Chiefs, Pirates, Swallows,
and
also the other great teams, KZN, Abu Zulu Royals.
Zulu Royal. It was Zulu Royal at that time.
They were called, and it was Lamontville Golden Arrows.
Was there.
And then there was their goalkeeper, Henry Blackhead
Tele was there. Umfega.
Frederick Umfega. And then you went from Pinoni United with Fry Madiakhetla, Never My Love.
My Love was in Bloemfontein Celtic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Okay.
Celtics.
And you look at goalkeepers today. I'm not going to mention names, but sometimes goalkeepers can cost their teams. A goalkeeper you can have a very good day and you become the hero and you save your team. And a goalkeeper when a striker makes a mistake, it's a mistake. After 5 minutes, it's forgotten. when a defender makes a mistake, then they rely on you, the goalkeeper, to save the day. But when a goalkeeper makes a mistake, it's a goal.
It's a goal.
And you can cost the team, maybe it's a cup final or it's a semi-final like we recently saw. Now, tell us about very bad days in the other office where, you had a very bad game and, you conceded very silly goals that you were not supposed to concede. And people were quite disappointed with you.
Hey, the only time ngakhumbula ngayo, we played against Highlands Park.
Yeah.
Multiracial. Kusadlala bo Judy Kaplan,
Abu Stuart Lilly, Mike
Gordon Agerson,
Abu Des Bacchus.
Okay, that time they hit a ball.
Yeah.
Now if you gave me last sleep.
Yeah.
Last sleeper ngathi recover nyalibamba futhi ngasleeper futhi kanti nyalipush.
Yeah, can't you push?
Right in the team. Because the team that time sadly were 5-3.
Yeah.
Aaron Stadium. That time Aaron Stadium baby was to Wembley Stadium.
Yes.
If you remember.
I remember, yeah.
Yeah.
So now you coached the team on the day.
I coached the team that day.
Was it your first game against Highlands Park?
Yeah, it was. That time because it was white and black.
Manje mhlambe masikhulumela phansi ke babujam babulanga, can we say ukuthi awuthiswe abelungu, I mean, because you really made those kind of mistakes. Was it because you were scared by whites? Why? Tell us ngeke sitshela abantu abaningi, we'll keep it amongst ourselves.
No.
Usababelungu, I mean, you're playing so well, you save amashot abojomo aboshaka Ncobo, now kusekufika belungu, all of a sudden you're all over the place.
No, that time
ukubahlonipha,
but yazi nokuthi dlala belungu
uyabahlonipha,
siyabahlonipha what yabo they more advanced unathi yabo izinjalo. Yabona?
Yeah, hey.
Yeah, yabona.
Kwakuyinhlonipho. Kwakungesibona ukubesaba, yeah.
Sonke nje besithu was time is black. Black 11 and white 11.
Yes, yeah.
Yabona izinjalo.
Yeah.
Kuthi that rival, yabona. Rival yakhona.
Yes.
Yabona ukudlala belungu, what.
Let's say you were a bit nervous. Yeah. You were very nervous.
Hey,
did you sleep the night before that game?
I never.
You never slept?
Never, was true.
What is it that scared you most? Because was it the same feeling that you had to man yodlala ne Pirates or ne Chiefs? So was this just something different? You were just worried with it. Young Highlands Park na babilung bafikile.
Ngabiza sokuthi wonke umuntu nadlala against white and black. Kuthina se represent abantu bamnyama.
Because a political thing.
Yeah. Now that pressure. Yamthola ukuthi sidlala nabelungu nabo belungu yabona izinjalo. Yeah. Yabona. Bokunjalo that time.
Okay. So was that the only time where now you really had and then any other moments where you feel that you could have done better? Apart from the Highlands, what happened when you played Lusitano, Hellenic and Vets?
It was difficult.
It was difficult.
Did
you concede more goals from the white teams when you played against white teams?
If I remember, at times lose 5-3.
5-3.
Yeah.
But then you recovered.
I recovered.
And then you became yourself.
Yeah.
Loving arms.
Because I remember the time we went to Cape Town. Lala watching Pereira.
Yeah.
So say Cape Town United.
Yeah.
Well, started about draw 2-2. That day I saved 2 penalties.
Now can you imagine now from the moment when you conceded a goal and now you become the hero and now you're saving 2 penalties.
2 penalties.
Do you remember who the striker was?
Jingles.
Jingles Pereira.
Yeah.
The one who later came to Kaizer Chiefs.
Kaizer Chiefs.
And
he,
then
he used to be a striker. Kaizer Chiefs was
he was a defender.
Was a
Kaizer
defender.
Chiefs, yeah.
He used to be a striker.
Yo. Any more memorable games before we wrap up, Babu Langa? Yes, Loving Arms. Yeah, those loving arms of yours. I've got a very good history in it. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a game in court, state of emergency.
Yeah.
We were playing against Pirates.
Yes.
East Springs.
Mm-hmm.
That game, wonke umuntu sikhuluma ngayo today. We prepared the whole week.
Was it a cup game or a league game?
It was a cup game.
Yeah.
We prepared the whole week. Now, we prepared the whole week. We're having a lunch. Kamam lettuce. You know kamam lettuce, that time it's a meal.
Okay, yeah.
Last lapo guza message. Baleta player from Zim. That time Zim be CBZ rotation.
Yes.
Oh, the players azodlala. That game,
the players from Rhodesia coming to join Swallows
for the game.
Oh, for the game.
For the game.
Okay.
And Bow Flyers.
Yeah.
That game, we lost that game in village time because we were so demoralized. Now speaker manje nasi dressing room nama players.
Yeah.
With Joshua, there's a goalkeeper for
Ernest Kamba,
what. After logo, there was a squabble. But no, yeah, but bazama player angazanga train bazwa like this. Yeah, one.
I think how many were they? 3 players. George Shire, Ernest Kamba.
There were 4.
Yeah.
3 infield and 1 goalkeeper.
So now these players are now players from Zimbabwe, then called Rhodesia, coming to join Swallows.
For the game.
For the game, and
you
were never told about them.
Never told.
Okay.
Man, spirit was down here. Okay, we play. They scored 2 goals.
Yeah.
That day I wasn't myself.
You always, understandably, you were disturbed.
Yeah, I was disturbed because there's a goalkeeper. He fly from Rhodesia.
Now, did he take your place, that goalkeeper?
I was replaced.
You were replaced by him?
Yeah, him.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that day, John Foot was scoring a stupid goal against him.
Yeah.
Just under his feet.
Chibobo.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we lost that game with 3-0. Yeah, well.
So that
I conceded 2 goals. We have acquired another goal.
Or you were replaced. You played and then you were taken off.
I was taken off.
Yeah. That was after you conceded goals.
Those goals. Yeah, well.
And
that was my worst game that day.
Yeah. But did things recover after that?
Yeah.
Did the officials apologize to you, come to you and explain to you as to why players were brought on the day of the game without prior knowledge?
They did come. They did come and apologize.
And you accepted their apology?
Yeah, we accepted their apology.
And then things were normalized and you continued? Yeah. Now 2 goalkeepers is yourself and this new goalkeeper. Then from there, what happened thereafter?
No.
You shared responsibilities?
No, they play only for that game.
Oh, only for this game?
Only for the game. After the game, they flew back to Zim.
That was okay. Yeah. So it was just a special arrangement for...
Yeah.
Sorry. So they were guest players for the day?
For the day.
Okay. Any more memorable games, Mr. Langa?
Hey, there are a lot, man.
Okay, there
are a lot.
Yeah.
There are a lot.
Now, if you were to give the current crop of players, a message, what message would you give them?
into engabatshela yona, they're earning a lot of money. And by misuse. Tina guys, besingatholi nix.
Yeah.
A month kusalos. If I can tell you, our pay, it was 120.
Now, was it 120 per game, 120 per month or per week?
Per month. Per month. It was 30 rand a game. Today they are getting bonuses. When last that in the chief in Paris, Namazul, they will double up this amount, be 60 rand.
That is, it's 30 rand for a normal game, and for the big games you used to get 60 rand.
60 rand.
And what is the highest amount by the time when you resigned? What was the highest amount that you have ever received in a form of payment from the team you were playing for?
It was always the same amount. Same amount. We find a sign-on fee. You know, during our time, no sign contract, it was lifetime. Being a free agent, you sign contract, sign-on fee was 300 rand. And now she is also going to team. Only person who got Bahamba, if I can recall that, we cheaper.
Uchipamloi. Yeah.
Because we was so clever, we like local solos, wadalago chiefs, wadalago pirate. Yeah, and no place na foot. Iba Bahamba.
Blessing Kilam Gate.
Jaja would ba no. It was not easy.
So you were still giving a message to the young players of today?
Yeah, but please, they must save. Banga misuse the money. And banga, you know, my player magic, they get a lot of money. And Batalaguma townhouse bar rent. They must buy properties. Because if money is paid, you know, again, kwa manje ya sometime no mwenye nje ngichika malake. Indaba kebhlungu.
Yes. Singasho magama.
Ula izonto. My back room. He used to be a star. Why oversee? Young tall. What a man you boil like my back room izonto.
And Nina, you used to display such a wonderful brand of football without any money.
That's why now, see, for me, South African soccer legend. Because bona ukuthi kunabanye ongababona igenge yethu ukuthi ngibajwa kanjani bokubhlungu until Brian Tlale, may his soul rest in peace. Wasibutha sonke saqala njenge malejite swallows. After logo sa bizabanye be-Pirate, Binoni, Achilles, Bemangaung, a Free State. We form South African soccer legend. Yeah, any B3. Yes, class.
Okay.
Yeah, if you can come to our funerals, guys, what can be goes? It's so beautiful.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It's wonderful.
That's wonderful to hear. You know, that's very good to hear.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Any Malasi keeper will be surprised. I see keep it next. The Malasi keeper in Nane.
That's so great.
The good cover funeral.
Yeah.
So great. This one for to use my meeting it.
I will come and honor your meetings. Yeah.
Uzobona.
Yeah.
Uzobona my legend amanye bo Pepe Dire, they are still there. Judah Taker, KK Linswana. They are still there. Since day one.
As a parting shot, then thank you so much, Langa. We really thank you for your time. We really thank you for allowing us into your house.
Okay.
And thank you for the wonderful stories that you have shared with us. And we really appreciate that. And then we thank you for all the information and for the youngsters, that I work with, Ernest, Ulebu, Nolinda. They are surprised and they, some of these things, they hear them for the first time. And I think the same applies to our listeners and our viewers. People didn't know about Zonkeles in the Ostjela Zona, and we really thank you and appreciate you. And we are saying for all the good work that you have done and for all the entertainment that you have provided over the years, for so little, to so many. You gave so much of yourself and of your family time. We really appreciate you, and we really want to salute you, and we want to celebrate you together with all the other legends. I will come and I will honor the meeting of the legends. On that note then, Babulanga, would you like to say goodbye to our followers and all the people who watch this channel?
Ngiyabonga Doc ngokungi interview today. Bengicela ukuthi ungagcini ngami. There are a lot of legends who are still alive. I wish that maybe people they think football is starting in 1995. Started long time ago. Long time ago. Please ngicela uye kunabanye laba ungakabavakashile. Uzothola itori eningi ezinduku zami. Ngibonga kakhulu.
Thank you so much, Babulanga. Now that was the loving arms. That was Mr. Enoch Langa, the loving arms of South African football during the 70s. That was Mr. Enoch Langa. This has been Sports Talk with Dr. Ronnie Masilela. Thank you for watching, and please like, share, and comment and subscribe to the channel. And we thank you all, and may God bless you all. Thank you, Babulanga.
Ngibonga kakhulu. Okay.